Hi, Georgetown McDonough MBA students. Welcome to this brief guide on the cross-registration process. In this guide, I'll be discussing what is cross-registration, how do you find classes to cross-register for, guidelines and policies to follow, and what to expect regarding registration and timelines. Besides the McDonough School of Business, Georgetown University is also home to some other great graduate level programs, such as the McCourt School of Public Policy, the Walsh School of Foreign Service, and Georgetown Law. As an MBA student, through the cross-registration process, you can potentially take classes through these other programs to count as electives towards your MBA degree and enhance your MBA curriculum with business-relevant courses that aren't already offered at McDonough. If you're interested in taking a class through another department or program at Georgetown, your first stop should be the Program Office Canvas site. From the home page, navigate to the Supplemental Opportunities page, and from there, you can navigate to the cross-registration page. On the cross-registration page, you'll find a lot of important information about the process, helpful links, and more detail than will be covered in this presentation. Many of your questions about cross-registration can be answered by reading this page carefully. There are three main steps to the cross-registration process. First, you'll need to find a class that you're interested in cross-registering for. Second, you submit a request form to the program office for the course or courses that you'd like to register for. This request form can be found on the Canvas page. Third, the program office will review your request, and if approved by us, we'll reach out to the corresponding program for their approval as well. This whole process can take anywhere from days to months, depending on when the request is made and for which program. There are a few basic guidelines that should be met for any cross-registration request. The course must be a graduate level course, usually 5,000 level or above, relevant to a business degree and business curriculum, and something not already offered at MSB. Overall, students can earn 13.5 credits outside of MSB. This means if you transferred credit from another university or plan to study abroad, you will be able to earn fewer credits through cross-registration. Additionally, a maximum of 6 credits can be earned through the School of Continuing Studies. Please note, students should not enroll themselves in any non-MBA course without the program office's approval. Doing so can create issues with your graduation record, can impact your ability to register for MBA classes, and can cause problems with other programs. If you want to take a class outside of the MBA program, please make sure you go through the proper channel first. There are a few different ways that you can identify potential courses to cross-register for. On the Canvas cross-registration page, we provide a list of non-MBA courses that MBA students have successfully taken over the last few years. This list can give you an idea of the types of classes that have been approved previously. It can help spark your own interest in a specific class, as well as provide information about other programs and the types of classes they offer. Please note, even if a course has been approved previously, that does not guarantee future approval, and all requests will still be considered on a case-by-case basis. You can also search the department and program websites to see what types of classes they offer. Many of our common cross-registration partners are linked on the Canvas page. For example, if you follow the link for the School of Continuing Studies, you'll be taken to their degree programs page where you can see the different master's programs they offer. By clicking on one you're interested in and then following the course schedule link, you can see what specific classes, along with course descriptions, are being offered in a given term for that program. Other departments have similar ways for viewing their curriculums. You can also search for classes using GU Experience. From your student dashboard, you can browse classes. If you know the 4-letter subject code of the program that you're interested in and set the level to MN or MC graduate, you can search for the graduate level courses being offered by that department. For example, subject GHDP will show you the courses being offered by the Global Human Development Program. If there's a particular topic you're interested in, you could also try doing a keyword search. If you find a class that you think you may be interested in but want to know more, you can always reach out to the faculty instructor. As part of the request process, you'll need a copy of the syllabus, which usually requires reaching out to the faculty anyway. As a reminder, not every Georgetown class will be available for cross-registration for a variety of reasons. However, by exploring these various resources, you should be able to find some course options to help you personalize your MBA experience. The next step in the process is submitting the request form, which you will find a link for on the Canvas cross-registration page. To prepare to submit your request, you'll need the following information. How many credits have you previously taken outside of MSB? Remember, no more than 13.5 credits are allowed, and a maximum of 6 can come from the School of Continuing Studies. You also need the course information, such as course numbers and the CRN. These details are important to make sure we are considering the correct class and section that you hope to take. As previously mentioned, you'll also need a copy of the syllabus. If there are any prerequisites for the course, you'll also need to explain how you meet them, either through previous coursework or work experience. Finally, you'll need to explain how the requested class fits into your MBA curriculum and why it makes sense to count as a business elective. A couple of notes about providing the syllabus. First, if the course is already approved to count towards an MBA certificate, you do not need to provide the syllabus. You'll still need to submit the request form, however. So when prompted to upload the syllabus, please upload a note instead stating that the course is already approved for a certificate. Sometimes a new faculty member or a new course or plans to update a syllabus will mean that a current syllabus is not available. If you've made an effort to find a course syllabus but have been unable to, please upload a note explaining the situation in place of the syllabus. In some cases, we can offer tentative approval and try to claim a seat in a class before having the final syllabus. If this is the case, please be sure to provide the program office with the final syllabus once it is made available. Once your request form is submitted, the next step is the review and registration process. On the program office side of things, we typically review requests and get back to the student within 1 week. We review the course to ensure it is not something that is available through MSB, that the course is relevant to an MBA degree, even if it's something you're particularly interested in, or it's relevant to your personal career. If it does not have business-related content, we cannot approve it. Do the contact hours, course deliverables, and expectations align with MSB electives? Are there seats currently available? Some programs will not accept requests for courses that are already full, and seats not being available is the primary reason why our requests are denied. Once the decision is made by the program office, we'll contact the student and the corresponding program if appropriate. All cross-registration requests must get approval from the corresponding department in one form or another. This can unfortunately be frustrating and confusing for students sometimes, as they may not get an answer for months and they don't understand why the request is not being approved when there appear to be plenty of seats open. Some departments have open registration after certain deadlines. In these cases, once the program office approves the course and the deadline has passed, the student can register for the course immediately. However, for many programs, case-by-case approval is needed, and these decisions typically aren't made until close to the start of the academic term. This can mean a request submitted in April for a fall course may not be approved until mid-August. It may look like plenty of seats are available throughout the summer, but then when new students arrive for that program in August, they could claim the available seats. Cross-registration seats are not guaranteed, so we recommend registering for a full load of MBA courses when your registration cycle opens, and then dropping courses later as appropriate if a cross-registration seat is awarded. Additionally, faculty approval does not guarantee a seat in a course, and it must be approved by the department, and the class must have open seats available. Once a decision is made by the other department, the program office will contact the student with the next steps regarding registration and potential schedule adjustments. There are a few other things to keep in mind when considering cross-registration. First, the university academic calendar may not align with the MBA academic calendar. This can be important when planning ILEs or breaks based on the MBA schedule. Be sure to pay attention to specific class dates and schedules for your cross-registration courses. It is possible to take undergraduate language classes while you're an MBA student at Georgetown. However, they will not show up on your MBA transcript and they will not count towards your MBA elective credits. To request a language class, submit the cross-registration request form, but you do not need to upload a syllabus. If you're interested in auditing a course outside of MSB, you'll need to contact the school or department offering the course and follow their auditing policies. I hope you found this brief guide to the cross-registration process helpful. Remember, please review the Canvas cross-registration page as it has a lot of important information and details. If you still have questions, feel free to reach out to me, Brad Jamison, or you can reach out to the MBA program office directly.